Jamaica is in a crisis. Crime and poverty are rampant. We have murders, rapes, and robberies every day. The old colonial system still in place because these two parties lack the political will to change and fail the people. This system keeps us landless and poor. It has kept us undereducated and ignorant, depending on imported goods and services, and heavily indebted. The system makes sure that the people not benefit from the natural resources of the island, such as solar energy, were free. A child's human right to free education of a decent standard continues to be violated. In fact, the education system is deliberately substandard and overly expensive for the average Jamaican household. And this is a government policy that continues to hurt us. Here's the Prime Minister telling everyone about the importance of education.
Education is like a vaccine. Everybody must have it.
What we have in Jamaica is a substandard educational system that starts from early childhood, the most critical stage of learning. Contrary to Barack Obama's policies on education, very little is invested in early childhood education here in Jamaica. Many schools are in a shocking state and almost 70% of the teachers are underqualified. The educational system is heavily dependent on charity, from Food for the Poor, the diaspora, and now China, along with the ungodly school fees.
So we say, give everybody the vaccine of education. Give them free. So we removed the tuition fee.
School fees, a violation of our human rights, are still being charged by our schools because they have no other options. This colonial educational system has never sought to fund the needs of our students. Now added to that, they have book lists, transportation costs, daily lunch money, and the costly made-up activities by the school's administration, as well as exam fees. So, a good education is costly and really out of reach of the average Jamaican. What we have today is an educational system in crisis for its failures in fulfilling the needs of the average students. Education so bad that 1 out of 12 Jamaicans is considered to be illiterate. One call center executive claims that 50% of the school leavers are unemployable. The youth them are cry for improvement. The parents are cry for improvement. But the elected members of parliament and appointed senators continue with the failed policies of this system. Imagine the politicians blame the schools when they deliberately underfund them. Even Andrew Wallace admit that. The GLP and the PNP have chosen to underfund education and mismanage the people's tax dollars. Yes, that is what them choose to do. And billions of the tax dollars them take to satisfy themselves. Not to mention the decades of corruption. The light bills alone have killed the school's budget. So them charge the school fee and to make it up. So, make we not use the natural solar energy from the sun. It costs less than imported oil for one. Arden High School and Holy Trinity High School have recorded savings in the millions of dollars. In 2014, the Grand Palladian Hotel in Lucy Hanover invested $3.4 million in a solar. And it done pay for itself already. No more light bill. No. Make we explain how we can pay for solar in our school. Just like your parent a quotes are to your landlord.
Your rent is $100,000 a year. One day the landlord knocks on your door and tells you that you can buy the property for $400,000. So instead of paying $100,000 every year, You can give him $400,000 now and never have to pay him another dollar ever again. That is an excellent deal. Unfortunately, you don't have $400,000 just sitting around. So what do? Continue to pay rent or find the $400,000? Some would beg, steal, or borrow to get that money. You go to the bank and they agree to lend you the money, but at 25% interest. So the total repayment of principal and interest would be $500,000. The payback period, or total time to pay off the loan of $500,000, if you pay $100,000 per year, is therefore 5 years. From year 6 onwards, you never pay rent again for the rest of your life because you now own the property. Let's apply that to a school. In 2015, Montego Bay Community College had monthly bills exceeding $10,000 or $120,000 per year, but a $475,000 solar system would take them off the grid completely. That is a payback period of 4 years. That is $475,000 divided by 10,000 equals 48 months. In year 5, the college would never pay JPS again. Imagine that. No more JPS. That's like living in paradise. If the Montego Bay Community College had a loan agreement of 20% interest over 10 years, its monthly repayment would be $4,750. The graph shows the potential savings, which in the first year would be over $5,000 every month. And don't forget, JPS bills are directly linked to the US dollar. Back in 2013, it was 100 Jamaican dollars to the US, and now it is heading towards 140. So, immediately the college would have saved over $5,000 every month. Before the Montego Bay Community College was paying JPS $10,000 per month, now it would be repaying a loan of $4,750 every month. Schools should not be paying JPS. That money should be invested in laptops, more staff, more equipment. Schools could also invest in more solar panels and sell electricity to JPS and make money. However, the government wants the private sector to own and lease solar facilities to schools. So instead of paying JPS, schools would be paying rich investors. Your money will continue to go into the pockets of the rich, and you will continue to pay for school fees if we follow this approach. Let's follow the UIC approach and put solar panels on every school and use the savings to fund free education for low-income families.
So, instead of investing the people's tax dollars, the members of parliament have been putting the Jamaican people in debt. For them, policies have perpetuated poverty and suffering. Now, the policies of the UIC will use the God-blessed gifts like the sun, for example, to establish a renewable energy industry where people can own. That's important. Create jobs where, pay a good living wage. You know, see it. The UIC's policies will enable street lights for the in the country area, upon Kingston and St. Andrew alone of Jamaica. Eliminate the burdensome school fees for the parents them. Educate the people them to benefit the development of Jamaica instead of have them come out of high school to go work in a Chinaman wholesale and turn them in a servants or hotel. Yet every year, the government gives JPS over $120 million US. For what? The UIC has already identified more beneficial ways to invest the people's tax dollars. When them politicians here chat, you can listen to the water in their mouth, like Andrew Wolness now, who claims that him a go be frugal with the people's tax dollars.
Trust that as a government, We will be frugal with the public's affairs.
A bald face like that. Look how much money them thief up. Look how much money are waste. Overall, poverty are increased like the murder rate. The UIC is the new option for the Jamaican people. Enough people say them tired of the PNP and the GLP, so them no vote. Now here comes the UIC. Liberation for you, liberation for me.
Let's follow the UIC approach and put solar panels on every school and use the savings to fund free education for low-income families. This is Joseph Patterson, President of the UIC speaking. Thank you.